There's professional screen capture software, and you can look back at what you missed by watching the videos. I'll number them and order them. So let's talk about Unit 1 assignment. So like I said, a lot of you might think, oh, Mr. Yang, I've done PowerPoints before in my life. Do we really need to do it? The answer is yes. The point is not to actually know how to make a PowerPoint, but how to make a good PowerPoint. It's very different. So on every assignment, there's a rubric. The rubric is here. You can click on it and review it on your own. Okay. Please present at least 5 facts about your own country and any country of your own choice. Okay. So yesterday, some of you asked me, "Oh, Mr. Yang, can we just do and any country or the countries you gave us?" Well, number one, I didn't give you any countries. This is just a picture, right? So you need to read carefully. If you it's okay to ask me questions, but in the future, if you're working and you ask a question that is clearly stated that you can choose any country you can choose, kind of shows that you're not confident, right? You want to be confident and also want to be confident about what you understand as well. Okay, cool. And please do include these basic information: population size, major industry, and demographics. Okay, so demographics, you don't have to explain all these, but they can be how old people are, male and female ratio. You can tell me male female ratio. Oh, this country has more male and female, but why? Okay, so do tell some insight. Okay, you can just state some facts, or you can tell a story. A good presentation should tell a story, right? You can present. You may present some of the information, so you can see that I actually bolded them. Very important word. Okay, do means you have to include this information. May means you can choose some of the information to include here. I don't recommend you to go over 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, it's going to be recorded on your computer, and you send it to us. Choice of software, you can at grade 11 you can use Prezi, Google Slide, or PowerPoint. And grade 12 you need to use Google Slide and PowerPoint because you want to get ready for the professional use of these presentation softwares. Okay, and for length, each presentation should be at least 3 to 5 minutes. You must work independently. You can use the software called Screen-O-Matic to record your presentations and upload it on YouTube. And you can use the templates here that I have made available. So click on it, and you will see PowerPoint files that have pre-made templates. Okay. So I'll tell you a few things about things you need to pay attention to when it comes to making a PowerPoint in the next few days. And you can click onto these folders. These folders would contain files as well. Of course, if you find a whole bunch of templates that are free online, feel free to use them as well. Another way for you to do that is you open PowerPoint. Oh, not Word. What am I doing? Okay, so open PowerPoint, and before you open any files, you can actually search online for templates, right? For example, I might doing a Russian PowerPoint. Oh, I can find Russia. Okay. For example, I wanted to search a nationalism or national, for example, something that has to do with countries. If I choose country, it might show me countryside. So I'm just thinking, oh, what can I do? Ooh, this is very interesting. It's got a map. Okay. Now I might not actually use this, but at least I can use this as an inspiration, right? Maybe I can choose a background where Russia is highlighted on in red. That's pretty good. Okay. So okay, I don't want that to show up. Okay, cool. Okay, now something that you want to pay attention to is when you're doing a PowerPoint, right? Or any design, make sure that you don't put words on top of pictures. Now, this is not exactly a bad choice, but you don't want to put a picture and then put words on top. This background here is quite similar in terms of texture, but if you have a picture that has red, green, and blue, and then you put these words on top, you might not be able to read the part that is on top of blue. So make sure that you don't do that, right? And then when you use a template or when you start your own PowerPoint, make sure that it looks like that it's done by one person. So that means that if I take a look at this font here, and it's called Century Gothic, yeah, body, okay, not the heading, body, okay, and it's 24. Make sure that you stick to Century Gothic 24 throughout your PowerPoint, okay? So if you put something like, oh, but Mr. Yang, I like this, for example, then it looks like it's done by two people. So make sure that you stick to one font. So if you change your agency FB, sure, change everything else to agency FB. Take your time to do that, okay? So another thing is that you don't want to have a new page, for example, new slide. Mr. Yang, I want to do like, oh, or for example, manufacturing. Oh, manufacturing, for example. Okay, and then somehow some of you might actually move this somewhere to for some room for a picture, right? You don't want to do that. Okay. Oops. Okay. You don't want to do that because then if I go between these two slides, they're in a different spot, right? The heading is a different spot. So make sure that at least you line them up still in the same place. So at least they are aligned in the same vertical space here. Okay. I mean, preferably they will even be at the same spot. Okay. Preferably. Okay. So they don't look too different. And that's what you want to do. You want your PowerPoint to look uniform, and you want your website to look uniform as well. In the future, we'll talk about website. Okay. So start with the name and also start on the main pages first. Right, create all your main pages and use visuals as much as you can. So for example, you can say, oh, you know what, for the main industries. Okay, I want to say this country, the main industries are manufacturing. I want to say oil. I want to say also um, um, technology. One more, agriculture. Agriculture. Okay, so four. But you can also go online and say, you know what? I want to actually look for manufacturing logo, for example. Okay, and look for some logos that will represent. Okay, well that's a good one. This is a really good one. Okay, this is a really good one. So I'll copy it and I'll use it instead of putting the word in there. I would actually use a logo. Okay. So some of you might ask, well, Mr. Yang, this actually doesn't match with my background. How do I remove the white, right? You'll learn that in the next unit, but you won't actually learn how to do it right now. Okay, manufacturing, and then I just search oil logo. Okay, but if you search oil, it might actually go to food oil. So I want to actually search oil industry. Okay, industry logo. Oh, that's a good one. I like the last one there, so I'm gonna copy this, go back. Okay, resize this, and I can crop it, right? Just keep what I want. Okay. Okay, you go to format, crop, right? Crop it, and I can resize it, right? Next one, technology. So technology, logo industry. Yeah, something that is a similar style. Okay, because we don't have time to design all the logos on our own, right? We just want to get it over with. Let me see, computer. Instead of technology, I search computer, logo industry. Computer. Okay, I found energy, computer. Let me see, logo, monochrome. So black and white logo. Okay, I'm getting all the factories. Oh, this one is good. Too bad I have to I cut out the background to do that. So now chipset. I'm getting something similar. Okay, let me just delete the monochrome. Should be able to get some design that is good, black and white. Oh, this one is good. Some of these are really good. We're just gonna choose something and be over with. I think this is good, so I'm just gonna copy this. Okay, computer, technology. Okay, and the last one is agriculture, right? So something that is similar in style. You don't, like I said, you don't want to be searching and putting together 5 pictures that are really, really different in style, right? Taking some time to convert the picture. But sometimes the picture won't copy and paste, really. So what you need to do is to save it as a picture file. You won't be able to copy and paste. So many times when I actually want to do that, it doesn't actually work. So what you need to do, okay, hang on, let me just resize them, okay. What you need to do is to save them as a file and then insert as a picture, okay, and then it'll work. All right. So make sure you don't expect this copy and paste to work all the time. Some pictures don't actually work that well, right? Or at all. Last one, agriculture. Okay. Ooh, I'm getting some really good pictures. I think this is really good already. Right. So like I said, let it load in full. Copy, paste, and then I'll crop it first. Cut out the parts that I want. Right. And then resize it to the size that I like, that I need. And then I just line up. So instead of putting words, forget about the words, right? I'll just put it here. Somebody can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to actually make sure that I use a space, right? I use a space well. So, and also make sure that the sizes are very similar. Looks like, remember, it needs to look like one person has done the work, not like 10 different people made the PowerPoint, right? Okay, now we ran out of space, but we'll find a way to make it work. So this one, I can actually make it lose some horizontal space. It doesn't need that much. Okay, almost there. You can crop this one too. I haven't done that. This one is actually from some kind of Shutterstock photo source. So I didn't actually see. Oh no, I did see actually some watermark. But guess what? When I shrink it enough, you can't see it. Okay, so make sure it's lined up. Spaces are balanced. So main industries. So rather than putting words, which I'm probably too busy to read when I'm listening to your presentation, I can see picture, 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 picture. Great. Okay, and I understand. You can put words underneath though. Okay, so I'm put words underneath, and I will show you how to do it bit by bit. Okay, so I'm just putting the words here, and so to copy, you can copy and paste, or you can hit Control and then drag it. All right, drag it so it will actually copy. the entire thing before you move it, right? So I can do that too. Let me just delete the dot here, right? Oil. I'm gonna put oil, center it, and it's very important because when you center the word and you try to center the box, it will try to line up with manufacturing and it will try to line up with the oil. Very important to line things up, okay? And so many PowerPoints are really well done almost, but it's poorly lined up, unfortunately. It's almost good. So technology, let me line up with technology. It lines exactly with the middle of technology, right? The chip right there. Ugh. Okay, so that's very important for you to have a mouse, actually, guys. Technology, perfect. It's agriculture. Okay, now, but you know what? I don't want to show everything at once because it will overwhelm my audience, right? So what I can do is I can go to animations, animation pane, and this will actually show me what kind of actions I want to take. So for example, I want these to actually appear. I want them to pop up, right? One thing is that you want to make sure that it doesn't fly out. Okay, professional PowerPoint, they're not going to make things fly in like this. Okay, or boom, 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 like this. Okay, don't do that. Okay, so the only one that you should really be doing is just fade like that. So what I'm gonna do is let me just remove this one. Okay, so let's just say I actually want everything to appear. So I'm just gonna select everything except for main industries. Of course, that's the title. I click fade. Okay, so that would actually make everything fade. So let me show you like this, right? But I don't want everything to appear at the same time. So I want them to appear one by one. So what I'm gonna do is to right click these, okay, but I don't want to right click everyone. So I'm just gonna do Control A, select all, okay? Or on Mac it's Window A, okay? Or Mac Command A. That's right. And I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna actually choose Start on Click. So that is going to make them appear one by one, like that, right? But that's really not in the order that I want them to be. So what I'm going to do is to drag them, and you can see numbers, right? So I don't want manufacturing to be number one. I want actually picture two to be number one. And then I want this picture to be number three, and then oil to be four. So I can click on oil, and you will see, oh, this is actually oil, right? I want them to be number four. This, I want number five. That's good. Number six is here. Number seven and number eight. So when I click on it, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? But still, this is too much work because then I have to click twice for manufacturing, right? So you can say, oh, you know what, guys? Take a guess. What is this industry? Okay, whatever oil manufacturing. Oh, it's manufacturing. You can click on it. But if you don't want people to guess and you want it to just appear at the same time, you can actually choose. And I'm gonna hold control, okay? So because I'm lazy, I don't want to do it that many times. Hold manufacturing, hold oil, hold technology, and hold agriculture. I'm gonna right click. I am going to click start after previous. So they are going to start right after right after picture two appears. Manufacturing is gonna appear. Okay, let me show you. So boom, 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 boom. That's actually what you want, right? Well, that's at least what I want, right? So once again, do not do not use these. Okay, like oh my god, okay, so many times it will make my eyes dizzy. Okay, and it's not professional. It's not funny. You just want to get the job done by using very simple fade. Okay, appear it just appear like very abruptly. So there's no animation. There's okay. So you just want fade. Okay, to give people an expectation something is coming, and that's it. It's very pretty. So I think this is enough for you to work with today. Tomorrow we will talk about things like what kind of fonts we need to use, what kind of principles we need to apply to our designs going forward for the rest of the class. So stay tuned. They're in Unit 6, so you can look at them ahead of time. And I will also show you a few more tricks on PowerPoint, and I will show you bad PowerPoints so that you can avoid doing those things and avoid mistakes that other people make as well. Okay, there's always going to be more bad PowerPoint than good PowerPoint, but it's very easy to improve your skills to be away from those bad designs. So let's do that. Okay, thank you.